All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to take a chance, we're going to take an opportunity. Today we're going to answer some questions.
Yep.
I don't know why that's taking a chance or an opportunity. We're going to answer questions that have been submitted in some different Facebook groups and some from our own video comments and some things that we thought were interesting enough questions to where we wanted to try and address them and see how well we could answer them, if we can answer them.
Yep. But before we do,
yep.
Can I make a statement?
Please do.
I personally just want to thank everybody that came to our live on Sunday. It was so fun. It was fun to have other people on there that kind of take up the talking space so that we don't have to talk the entire time.
Are you insinuating I don't want to thank them?
I
want to thank you too, personally, but not from her.
It was just from me, like a sincere thank you for everybody that came in. We saw so many names that I've never seen before. And so I don't know if it was just because we had the group in there, and so some of them were coming from those people. I don't know, but it was awesome. Yeah,
it was a good turnout. I know at one point I saw 88 people on there. I don't know if it peaked over that, but by the time we shut it down, the video said it had a couple hundred views on it already, and it's getting views still. So like the live itself was a lot of fun. Those are stressful, guys. If you've never done a YouTube live, those aren't easy to do. And
it was 2 hours, and at the end of that 2 hours, we still had 70 people in there with us hanging out.
I don't know how these people do it that do those regularly. Like those guys. Like
Shane
and Ken and all the people that do lives, Roman, that do them on a regular basis. I don't know how you guys do it. Like that's like a stress test out of control.
I don't know. I thought it was fun though.
It is fun, but by the time you're done, you're like drained.
Yes, we didn't do anything last night.
No, we sat down and just vegged until we could go to bed.
We didn't do anything Sunday after we got done because you'll be viewing this on Wednesday. Yep. So it's not last night.
So yes, thank you to everyone that showed up. Thank you to everyone that commented and chatted back and forth. Sorry we didn't keep up on the interaction with the chat as any better than we did. We are very new at that whole situation.
One last comment before we go on to a couple things that sold. If you were a winner in that and you won something during our live, make sure you reach out to us via Instagram, Facebook or email so that we can make sure that we get that stuff shipped off to you.
Yep. I think we got over half of them already situated. Some of them will be going out today. So if you haven't yet, make sure you reach out to us and we'll get your information to where it needs to go to get your stuff shipped out. So, all right. I think let's look at a few items that actually sold. We do have items that got to get out today. So let's look at a few that sold.
So one of the first things that sold, we have started to dabble in cosmetics. And so I picked up this Rodan, I think it's Rodan and Fields is what it's called. Redline Brightening Hand Treatment Cream.
It blew my box.
Who needs to brighten their hands? Like,
that's suspicious. That's weird.
It does say brightening hand treatment.
I know. I don't know what the deal is. We also have the balm in another box that is like the step 2 of this. So I don't know, but
that's confusing. I don't know why you would want that, but
I don't know.
All right. Well, somebody does though.
Yes, that one sold for $27.99 free shipping.
Well, may your hands be forever bright. There.
Oh my God. Okay, so we sold a golf club as well. We sold a TaylorMade R7 5-iron.
I think it's funny, like 3 videos in a row we made fun of never finding golf clubs in South Dakota.
And we've sold one.
And now we've sold a few of them. They're not like the high-end clubs you find elsewhere, but we did find some TaylorMade clubs.
Yep.
Not great, but older TaylorMade. That one sold for how much?
$24.99 plus our flat rate shipping.
There you go. All right, so let's look at the first question that we pulled to address.
We did. So they asked, do you hold back winter items and only post during the season or year-round, and why? Same with holiday items. So they said winter, but I think it applies to any seasonal item.
Yeah.
What is your
Well, my answer is no, we don't. No. We don't hold items back because we sell Christmas items year-round. We sell summer items year-round. We sell... Like seasonally, they do sell better during that season, but they do sell all year, so there's no reason not to list them. The only thing I would say is if you have if you're going to discount them during the off season, maybe would be a method, but we don't even do that.
Nope.
We put them up for sale and they either sell or they don't. When they get too old for the store, we discount them and get rid of them.
Yep, that is
So
correct.
that's
yeah,
how we do it.
And at garage sales lately, I've been picking up Department 56 and Lomax. And so I just listed some of them yesterday.
We just bought half an estate sale worth of Christmas stuff.
Kinda.
That whole basement floor was pretty much Christmas related.
Yeah. We have a cool tree in there I'm excited to
We
see.
have 4 trees in there.
5.
5 trees?
5 trees.
Yeah, we have plenty of Christmas
Some
stuff.
of them will probably just get
donated if they're
donated or for
complete.
free.
You know what? We do use bigger and more trees at the escape room business to decorate for the holidays when we decorate. So we could bring them up there.
We do still have one from our storage unit that's still in the shop too.
Yeah. So yeah, we have a surplus of Christmas trees. Ooh, we could sell them with the plant stuff. We could do a Christmas tree sale.
A fake Christmas tree sale with the real plants.
Christmas tree sale. We'll have the world's first fake Christmas tree. You know, they have the tree places you go to every year to sell the real trees. Mm-hmm. We'll do that, but they'll all be fake.
We could do a Christmas tree walkthrough.
Discounted. Yeah, we'll have hot cocoa, which would be fake cocoa. We'll have candy canes that are just fake. They're plastic just to mess with the kids. Everything's
evil.
fake.
You're evil. Are your plants going to be fake then too?
Absolutely.
You can propagate fake
Or it'll be
plants.
wintertime. You'll have to.
Propagate fake plants.
All right. So I guess that's the answer to that. No, we don't hold things back because they do sell all year. Might as well get them up there. And they sell, for us, they sell at the same price. We've heard people say they sell for more money during the holidays. We just mark them at what we want them to sell for during the holidays. And they still sell.
Yep, they do. And those are one of my favorite things to sell are some of the Christmas items. So.
All right. So I think that answers that. Let's look at a couple more items that actually sold that need to go out today.
The next one's really cool. It is a vintage Craftsman single speed rotary tool. So it's like a Dremel tool. But it's one speed.
This box is like made out of like duct tape.
It's the original box, but I think they covered it in tape.
They upholstered it with black duct tape. It is very cool. It's like the OG of Dremel tools, but it's Craftsman.
It is. And it works. I tested it out and everything. I think I put a video.
That's a really cool old tool. So it's got the red felt in it. So what does something like that go for?
That one for $26.99. And
that was cheap.
I only paid $2 for it.
There you go. Not much to see here.
No, slowly but surely I'm getting rid of some of the jewelry we've picked up. I have not picked up any jewelry lately at any sales.
Nope. No, matter of fact, there's been a lot of jewelry we've I just kind of scanned over it and left it all.
Yep, correct. So this is actually a 21-inch Silpata knotted green mother of pearl pyrite 8-strand statement necklace.
Yep.
That was a lot of words.
So that's a lot of words, but it's a bag of beads with a string through it.
You'll have to put a picture up of it.
Yeah, they'll put like we have staff. We will put a picture in the edit of what it actually looks like, but it's all in that little baggie.
And that sold for $39.99 free shipping. Yep. It will go in a 4x4x4 box, $4 to ship it, and we'll be good.
The jewelry stuff, dabbling in jewelry kind of made me realize that
I don't like it.
There is so much stuff out there to make money on. If we put videos out of us picking at garage sales, so many people would yell at us for the stuff we miss. But there are certain things that we just don't. Like, nobody can be an expert on everything. And even if you do have knowledge in it, nobody wants to sell everything. There are certain things that you just can't bring yourself to list for whatever reason. So don't ever consider a garage sale completely cleaned out and picked out because everybody has different tastes. And we'll walk by a table of incredibly lucrative jewelry just because we know we won't list and sell it.
Nope.
Like, we're pretty much done with it at this point.
Unless it's something really unique.
It would have to jump off the table and kick us in the head to get us to pick it up, though.
I don't touch jewelry much anymore.
Now, if I walked by and everything said 925 or 14K gold or something, and it was $1 a piece, we'd clean the table out. But generally, we don't look at it close enough to even know that. Nope.
And right now, I think I have 3 hanging things with pockets that I put jewelry in. And I have jewelry A, B, and C. C only has the front filled, but the other ones have 80 spots on it. So I have 160 plus jewelry items.
So yeah, you may see more jewelry go out from here, but we're not picking jewelry anymore. Like it would have to be incredibly special.
Like you?
Like me, incredibly special.
I'm sorry, that was mean. You're welcome, though. Okay, so the next question that we found.
I hear the garbage truck.
I hear the garbage truck too.
Uh-oh,
Was
he's noisy. He won't be too bad.
No, he's not too bad. Do you set make offer and price to reflect that you may make an offer?
Okay, wait. So they're saying when we list an item, we turn on the make an offer feature.
Yep, which we do.
But do we price it higher knowing that we may take an offer?
Yes, that's the way I read the question.
No.
No, we do make an offer on 95% of things. And we do price them like we chatted in a previous video that we price things on the lower end. I do price them not the lowest, but I do price them up a little bit.
And I usually price pretty much the lowest on everything. Like we want to have it, for me it's less about the price and more about the offer. We want to have the best offer on eBay for the items we sell. So I might not be the lowest price, but if I'm not, there's a reason because I have a box or an extra accessory. We kind of talked about this in another video. I want to have the best value for the price. So sometimes that's being the lowest price. Sometimes it's having one extra thing that goes with it or slightly cheaper shipping or something. But with the offer thing,
I don't price it up. So I don't do, okay, so we're thinking we're going to do a 10% offer. I don't price my item 10% higher than what I would normally list it at because I may take an offer. I just know that the items that I buy at a good price, and the price I have, I'm not going to lose money even if I take an offer.
More importantly, we do it for, if I was the shopper or if my mom was the shopper or someone I knew was the shopper, they're going to try and get the best value they can for the cheapest price they can. And there's people out there that tell you people don't care. They're just going to buy the first one they see.
Nope.
They're full of
I can tell you, and we did discuss that.
Like, if you have so much money running out of your ears that you literally think people shop that way, you've been too rich too long. Most people don't. Most people shop for value and price.
Yep.
And when you're doing that, you don't want to price yourself out of normal sales by saying they can make an offer. Some people don't want to make an offer.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that...
So, and we set make an offer because legitimately we want to be the best value, the best price, and we're willing to take an offer because we can't keep it forever.
Yeah, we don't want to hoard. I mean, we already have 3,500 items, so we're willing to get rid of stuff without losing money. And
if we don't want to go lower rather than set our price higher, we would just not turn on the offer. That's how we do it. Not to say that's the only way or the right way. That's just how we do it. That's the way we think about stuff. We have to move it. Every shelf spot, like every tub on the shelves back here, we figure holds about $35 a month worth of value if we're turning stuff over the way we should. If we have stuff sitting in those that's not moving, then it's costing us $35 a month. It's opportunity cost for us. So we need to move the stuff, and that means being the best value at the best price.
Yep. And we have been doing really, really good lately about not picking up cheap crap.
Yep.
Like the lower dollar.
And then we buy out an estate sale full of cheap crap.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
No, it's not my fault. But we do have value in there, and the thing is 90% of what we bought at that sale will not get listed on eBay. So I hope that answered. Got me all worked up there for a minute. All right, I need a Snickers. But until then, we'll move on to the next thing, and that is what sold next.
Yep. So I only have a few of these left, but I picked up a lot of Playtown. I didn't know what they were. I thought they were, I don't even know what
Little
I thought.
People?
Yeah,
or
Little
something?
People. But they're Playtown Learning Curve wood figures, and we have the policeman, the fireman, the Dalmatian, and the robber all in one bag.
And we'll put up a better picture. But they look like Little People, but they actually are made of wood. They have plastic parts, but like the main body head is made of wood.
Yep, they're really cool.
So
those sold for $9.99 plus shipping. And
then our old go-to, when we first started, the first year, we must have bought 20 of these things, the old rice cookers.
Yep. And for this exact model and the other model, we only have 2 pieces left.
We never sold a whole one of these yet. We always part them out.
Yep.
We take the lids and the trays and the inserts out of them.
Yep.
and then the base itself if it works.
And I do turn it on and I wait and I feel that little metal thing in the middle to make sure that it's heating up and there's no issues with it.
Yep. So these, when you part them out, they do sell. I mean, still to this day they sell. They're not great money. They're a little lower on the price scale of what we would normally pick up. But when we first started, we were literally buying everything that we could make a profit on.
And I think we only spent like $5 on this entire thing, and we sold every single piece individually.
Each individually piece. Yeah, individually they add up to a decent profit.
They do.
That one sold for how much?
$12 plus shipping.
Yep.
So if we paid $5 for that, that means we doubled our price in just that one part.
Yep. And we probably sold what, 5 parts off of that? I know there's the bottom, there's the base, and there's 2 insert pieces.
I think that one has. I think that.
So
one
that would be number 5.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. So that puts us at
the next question. Oh, this one frustrated me. So the person was asking. They have a customer who wanted a refund. She said it was broken when she got it. It's been over 2 months since it was delivered to her. She says she's away. I don't have a problem refunding. I just think it's weird that it's been so long. Question is, do I have to refund money? And what are the rules on this?
So just so I understand, I'm going to reword it a little bit. So somebody bought an item.
Yep.
They had it for over 2 months.
Yep.
They complained it was broken, but they hadn't noticed because they had been away.
Correct.
And now they would like a refund.
Correct. Can I just give one word? 2 words?
Sure.
Suck it.
Suck it.
No way would I
think it would depend. For me, it would depend. My initial gut reaction is, no, it's been 2 months. You've had plenty of time.
So first off, I would say our policy is 30 days. You have 30 days to return your item.
Yep.
You have 30 days to report an issue and request a refund. Yep. That's 2 months past that point.
That's what I mean. The correct answer for us is it's past 30 days. You don't have to do it.
No.
And the correct answer would be no. 2 months is a long time to let it sit. But I think it would totally depend on the item for me and how they approached it, if they were polite about it or not. If I felt like they were being honest and it was broke and they had been away and it was an item that would cost me less than $100 to make it right, I might just do the refund. But I would make them go through the steps of sending it back.
Yes, and make them send it back. And or if it's all glass or something like that, send me pictures proving it.
I think the gist of it for me is, no, I don't have to do this. No, I don't need to do it.
But you have to take into consideration
situationally, situationally, like in our old business, we had a policy. Anything that cost less than $100 that would make it right for the customer and keep them happy, you do it. No question asked. That was always our policy. This is different because we sell a lot of lower priced items. So I think that threshold has to come down some. But still, if I felt she was honest and they approached it right, I might refund them. But I don't think you need to.
No,
and
you're
in
not
most
required
cases,
to.
you probably wouldn't.
No.
At 2 month mark.
And on another note, I did read in one of these groups that I'm in, because I am in some Facebook groups, there was somebody else that got one similar to this, but it was more of, I got your item, it was broke, so I threw it away, now refund me.
Yeah, in that case, it just wouldn't happen. I would say send it back. But the problem is, if they file an INAD, then they're going to send you back a banana peel, and it's going to be, you're going to have to do it anyway.
I don't think they could, though, because if you have that email saying that
they say they threw it away, I think eBay's going to side with you.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, like I said, it's situationally, it's different. But do you have to do that? No, I don't think you need. You don't have to refund that. They're well past the refund policy.
And we have actually sent out emails to people or messages to people when they message us and say, "Hey, I didn't, this was damaged or whatever. I didn't get it for 6 weeks or whatever because I was gone." I just sent back a message saying, "I'm sorry, but you are beyond our 30-day return policy."
I will say the way they approached it was a lot more gruff. It was, "Hey, you sent me crap and I've had it for 2 months and now I want all of my money back and I'm keeping your stuff." And it was very kind of rude and blunt the way they approached it, in which case we had 100% right at that point based on our own policies to just tell them to kick rocks. And if eBay wants to refund them, they're welcome to, but
Not
that's,
me.
Yeah, that's, at that point after our 30-day mark, it is based on discretion. And a lot of that is based on how they approach it. I guess that's the best answer for us.
Correct. That is correct.
Yay.
We answered a question. Hopefully it was right. Keep in mind that this is a lot of how
There's no
we
right
do
answer.
it.
This is, we're answering it based on our own business.
Correct.
So this answer might be different for different people.
Yes. That.
But I hope it was helpful. Either way.
Yes. Okay.
All right. What's next?
Some Harley shirts. So I don't remember if we had the Harley shirt in, I think it sold in the middle of the week last week, but I do have to say, we did sell a Harley shirt. It was a Sturgis Harley shirt, and it sold for $159 plus shipping.
We've sold quite a few. I know we've talked about this before. We made a Harley Davidson shirt buy at a garage sale. We bought 60 shirts for $60.
Hold on. Motorcycle shirts.
Yeah, they're not all Harley.
There are some that are Sturgis only and not
some
Harley.
that are, there was even a couple like Indian shirts in there. So they were all motorcycle shirts, mostly Harley Davidson, and pretty much all except the exception of a few, maybe 10%, were vintage single stitch shirts.
Yes.
So we've sold quite a few. They've done really good for us. And we sold 2 today. Well, I think, Well, we sold 2 in this video.
Yeah, we sold 2 in this video. So they're going to the same guy. That's why I included them together. So the one with, they both have eagles on them.
Yeah.
This one.
Well, it's not like they're going to see
No, but you'll show it up there. That one sold for $50 even, plus shipping. And it's a Harley Davidson, a Righteous Ride single stitch.
And that is $1 is what we paid for.
Yep, and it sold for $50. I know I said that already, but the second one is a vintage Harley Davidson Tearing Up the Competition shirt.
And it's got a pocket.
It does have a pocket. Very few of mine had pockets. I think 2 of them had pockets.
I like the pocket shirts.
And that one sold for $74.98 plus shipping. And we
spent
paid
$1. Yep. So that kind of goes back to the video we just did a while back where we talk about source your own area for your own kind of little gold mines.
Yep.
We have Sturgis here, so Harley stuff is something we always walked past because it's so abundant here, and we never paid it any mind.
Now we do.
We just happened to be at that garage sale, and he had a whole rack of Harley.
He had them listed for $3 a piece.
3 a piece, and I saw that. I started going through, and I noticed that most of them were single stitch.
So what did you do once you noticed that they were single stitch?
I asked Teresa, would you even, because I knew if I bought them, I wouldn't list them. So I asked her, if I make a deal on these, would you even be interested in listing clothing? To which she said, if the price was right, she would definitely list them. So I made a deal for $1 a shirt on them, down from 3.
Yep, and we had a vintage sweatshirt thrown in for me.
Yep. He also said he had a house full of the same vintage Harley type of stuff, all in long sleeve that he hadn't brought out. And we were just like, we were in the middle of a community sale. We were like, we got to get to the next sale. So we told him not to worry about it. I so wish we would have had him bring those out. It was a missed opportunity on our part, but now if somebody says that, I will be asking if I could see them.
Yes.
Because
That's
these
the
turned
one
out
thing.
to be way better than we thought they would.
Yeah, because we've talked about that in the past of going up to people saying, hey, you got video games, you got vintage t-shirts.
We talked about it in the car on the way to the car and in the car after we bought these, and we figured if we can sell these for $5 a piece, being Harley shirts and vintage single stitch, turning that $60 into 60 times 5, $300, we were perfectly okay with that profit.
Yep, we're way over $300 now.
Yeah, there's none of these shirts are going to sell for $5. They're all going to sell for
Yep, they're all
way
listed.
beyond.
I'm pretty sure I have them all listed for $20 or more.
Yeah, even the ones that were like ripped up in rags, we could sell for more than $5.
None of them were
point.
really bad.
Like
there was a couple that had some holes in it, but that was it.
Yep, and even those will sell. So yeah, we crushed it on that one. But that's all just because we started looking at stuff that was so common in this area that we just walk over it, and we decided to start looking at it. So now we have a whole new set, a whole new category, I guess.
Bread and butters?
Bread and butters. Yeah, they would be bread and butters because we see them everywhere.
Yep.
All right, let's move on.
So the next item we sold, I took a box finally and listed this whole box of Bachman HO Easy Tracks. This is the 9-inch straight terminal re-railer.
Re-railer.
Yeah, it lets you, if you click the little button that's underneath of here, under my tape, it lets you move the track from one side to the other.
Okay.
So I think is how it goes. I don't remember.
You think?
I don't know. That's what it
I don't
said.
think that track moves. It's straight through.
I don't know. It's just called a re-railer, and that's on the back of it, so that's why I called it that.
Okay.
But it didn't sell for a lot of money, but I made our money back in the first couple sales because we sold like 5 different lots out of this.
For a while, we got on a kick of buying train tracks whenever we saw it, if they were in any kind of decent shape, because we knew parting them out, they were doing okay. But they are kind of a pain to go through and clean and list. And what'd that sell for?
$7.50 plus shipping.
Yeah. So individually, they're not worth much.
No.
But when you're selling a box of 40 different pieces like this, if
and
you
we
can
only
make,
paid $10 for the whole box.
Yeah, if you can make even $3-4 a piece off of it, and you have 20 or 30 of them, it adds up. So it makes it worth listing when they're more multi-quantity type. Even if they're not the exact same, you have a lot of pieces selling out of that box.
Yep, correct. Our next question is there a way to put your own SKU number in so I know where I have it stored? I know we've discussed this before, and yes.
Yeah. Are they talking about on eBay?
Yes. Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a way to put that in. We do it in the custom SKU field. Well, now that I say that out loud, that kind of makes sense.
It is a custom SKU field.
eBay has a custom SKU field. When you're listing, it's near the top now. They used to have it where you had to scroll forever.
Depends on what you're doing. If you're doing it on desktop, it's up right under the title.
Yep. But yes, that there is a custom SKU field. You can use it. That's how we use it. And a lot of people use it for different things. Some people put their price in there.
Some people do put the date that they listed it. So they'll put like the month and the year. They'll put, like we're in May now, 05/2024.
Yep. We do the custom SKU for our inventory location exclusively in there. And we don't worry about the date because we don't do a lot of end and sell similar. Like you've heard a lot on different people doing end and sell similar to kind of jumpstart their items again and give them a fresh item number, which does work. We just don't do that a lot because we don't like to lose when it was put in the store.
Yep.
People can put the date in a custom SKU, but you can't sort by date or filter by date in a custom SKU field.
No, you can only look up a piece that you can only do contains, and then you would have to put in 05/2024.
Yeah, you could look up a year or something like that, but it would be very difficult to run a promotion or a sale based on how long it's been on your store, putting it in your custom SKU. And I know a lot of people argue for that and against it and everything else, and it doesn't matter. This is how it's easier for us, is to not do end and sell similar, and we sell just fine. Like we're not.
You hesitated on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into numbers, and I don't want to make it sound like we're bragging either. But we do just fine with our sales, and we're not very good at this. We have a lot of items, which makes up for the stuff that isn't moving really fast. And when they get to a certain age, like tomorrow, anything older than a year in our store goes on 50% off starting tomorrow for like 2 weeks. Like when it hits a certain date, it's going to leave here regardless.
Yep.
And we're still going to make money at 50% off.
Yep.
On pretty much everything. So we rely on that date just like a normal retail store would rely on that date. Walmart isn't keeping stuff in their store that's over a certain age.
Nope.
There has to be a turn rate. You got to get it out of there. And
the other thing I do in our custom... Why do I always...
You say doo-doo a lot.
I know, and I don't know why. The other thing we do in the custom SKU that I do sometimes when I'm out here drafting and listing, we do have a spreadsheet that we keep track of all of our items in and the cost and everything. Yep. As I'm peeling stickers off of stuff in my custom SKU, in parentheses, I will put the cost of what we paid for it, so that when I'm putting it in our spreadsheet, I know that dollar amount. But then I do end up going in and removing it later. So once I actually list.
One thing that we could do in Shopify when we had our e-commerce store on Shopify is we could actually go in the back end and we could create as many custom fields as we wanted. And say we wanted a custom date field that we can sort by. In Shopify, they would allow you to do that. You could add as many custom fields as you want, and you could choose what type of field it was. It could be a date field. It could be a checkbox.
That's an update for eBay. You could put in there that type of column
the problem is eBay already has so many different custom
And you can add custom labels, but every custom label you add, the customers can see.
Right.
It's not hidden like the custom SKU field.
Yep. So, and I think if you put a custom date name, when was this listed? Some people would use that to negotiate against you for price because it's been listed forever.
That's what I'm saying.
Regardless, it's something that our old platform made very easy. It's something eBay makes very difficult. So we have to rely on that field. When it was listed, we have to rely on that because that's the most accurate way to do what we're doing.
Yep.
It's the most easy way to do what we're doing. And then the custom SKU, you can really put anything in.
You can put anything
You can put
in
a
there.
sentence in there. It doesn't matter.
I don't know
Depending
if it's
on what
limited.
the cutoff is for length.
Yeah, I don't know what the
But you can
cutoff
put a
is.
lot of stuff in there. It really doesn't matter. As long for us, as long as the first thing in it is where it's located.
Yep.
Beyond that, it doesn't matter what we put there.
Yeah, because there's some items that are back here that I just put photo backdrop.
Yep.
So I know it does more than just a few letters.
The shelf up here where we have books above where we're recording. So
Yep.
did we answer that question or did we really go
No,
off
we
board?
did. There is a way to do it. In eBay, there is a custom SKU field. I don't know about
Oh, that was the question.
I don't know about Mercari. I don't know about Bonanza pulls in your stuff from eBay, so that information would be there.
I was watching a podcast this morning, a reseller podcast. It's the Triple P one, but they've changed the name from
Profit.
It wasn't the Profit Power Hour. It's the one with Beard and oh come on. It's got Beard
Are you
and
talking
Flippin'
about
Ain't
Julian?
Easy and no Josh Galt on it. We were watching that and they were talking. I think Flippin' Ain't Easy John mentioned that there's a program called Leapfrog. I think it's called Leapfrog, where you can actually download your items from your eBay store and send them over to a new eBay store.
So we had discussed it that we might open a second eBay store for like the Barbies and the Littlest Pet Shop and that type of stuff as a, I don't want to say it, like as a
Almost
backup.
Well, I think it accomplishes two things for us. One, if for some reason we ever had our eBay store banned and shut down because we sold something that eBay deemed to be counterfeit or against policy, we would have another store with a history and some sales on it as something that we could back up to. It would be something that we could actually turn on and our business wouldn't shut down overnight because eBay had a fit one day.
Yep.
But it would also let us take slower moving items like Barbies and Littlest Pet Shops and things like that and make a toy store
Yep.
and get those off our main store. So the stuff on our main store would actually move quicker, which I think would help our main store do better sales over a long period. And the other store would just sell a little bit slower, but it would be very niche down to just like toys.
Yep.
So I think it would actually help it sell better too. So that's something I'm considering. I don't know if we'll go that route because it does double our work.
Yep. But we could name it Grams and Pops Vintage Toys.
Grams and Pops Santa Shop. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to see. We may split the store. We'll see if that leapfrog program works the way I understood it. And I don't know what that has to do with the question at all.
It doesn't.
But I just thought of it and I figured I'd share it.
We kind of go off on tangents sometimes. So, well, let me rephrase that. Pops goes off on tangents sometimes.
The ADHD brain just takes off on you.
Oh. Well, the next couple items we have to talk about. Well, the next one item, but we're going to talk about something different. So hopefully that answered your question. But we're going to go with the last two things that we have.
Let's look at what's sold.
We sold a tiger stripe small enamel desk mantle clock. It's like right under 4 inches tall. Paid $1 for it, and it sold for $20.
Remember when I picked that up?
No.
I picked that up at a Goodwill because I had just watched an episode of TN Pickers, Tim and Jerry. Mm-hmm. And Jerry likes clocks, and I was like, clocks are interesting. I could look at clocks. So I picked up a clock.
Yep.
And then we didn't list it for almost a full year.
Yep. And it did sit for a little bit after I did list it. Not long, but.
It sat for a while.
Yep. But it sold for $20 plus shipping.
There you go.
Okay. So Corey was just talking about ADHD. And right after, Dave, NC Picker, changed his name to ADH Dave, Corey went in and bought a couple of his shirts.
We swooped in and bought some inventory that was being discontinued in the form of one, it's hard to win if you sleep in shirt. The shipping label had an error on it. It says NC Piker, not
Picer.
NC Picer. And we put that up for sale. And let me tell you,
Nobody wanted it. It sat there for a long time.
the NC Picker brand does not hold its value.
It does not sell well. We still have another one that we have for sale too.
So 2XL, I ordered 2 of them, one for me and one to sell. And this one is brand new, never been worn. And it did finally sell. And that sold for how much?
$25.55 plus shipping. I'm pretty sure we lost money on it.
I think it sold for 50 cents more than I bought it for. We'll definitely lose money after fees and stuff. So if you're ever in the market and you see this out in the wild, unless you can get it for pretty cheap, I wouldn't think you could do retail arbitrage.
We did better selling a headshot for somebody than we did that one.
The SSK promo headshots, those go for a premium compared to the price. NC Picker stuff, not so much.
Hold on, I'm looking to see real quick if I can see what we paid for it. We lost money on it. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't. They were $15 a piece. So we made money. We didn't lose money.
I retract my statement. So Dave's stuff did appreciate.
Yep. Well, it cost $20.
We did retail arbitrage on it and we made like $2.
Yep. Because it was $39 for both of them.
There you go.
So,
all right. So not so bad. I thought we paid $25 for it. So that actually did pretty good. It's not a great flip, but there is a little money to be made. So thank you, Dave, for making us enough to get a cup of coffee.
Not a Starbucks coffee.
Not a Starbucks coffee.
Maybe gas station coffee.
Yeah, it's gas station coffee only. All right. So I think that's it for today.
That is.
I think that completes it. We've got some stuff to get packed up here, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.